Hello, and welcome back to Burrows. Wasn't that a fun time with Ken? This entire build has been a fun time for Ken, I'll be honest. So we'll just keep going, right? My eyes slowly flutter as the morning light creeps into our room. He comes into focus, still in the same spot as when we fell asleep. His lungs heave to fill his body with air, every breath more strained than the last. Even a gentle somber is a struggle in this world. As the light grows, more of his frame comes into view. I can just barely see a pattern hidden underneath his dark fur. Oh, right. Aren't panthers technically jaguars with darker fur? No, I don't know the difference. I don't know things. I wonder if the rest of his family has black fur as well. He twitches as an arrhythmic breath strokes him awake. Shocks him awake? Sorry. Morning. I grumble. What time is it?
Oh, that looks loud in the levels. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. We'll put that there, I think.
He responds by stealing my pillow and covering his head with it. A little bit rude. Early morning. I chuckle, rolling onto my back and sinking into the sheets. I always feel more susceptible to sleep after having just awoken, and wide awake when it's actually bedtime. Same. That sense of irony isn't lost on Ken, who I hear start to snore again. Hey! Come on, let's just get up. Why? I shrug. I don't know. I just want to spend more time with you. That's gay as hell. Doesn't have to be. He eventually gives in, chucks my pillow across the room, hitting the light switch. There, I'm up. Happy. Don't move. Yeah. I gently scrape away some crust from his tear ducts with a pinky. He blinks a few times in confusion as I pull away. Got it. You're fucking weird. Thanks. He stretches and yawns. His tau musculature shows through his fur. I wonder if he knows how beautiful he is. If you're done staring, can we get dressed? I don't want this to be a regular thing. All right. He sure seems back to his usual self. Was last night's vulnerability just a fluke? I hop off the bed and bend over to pick up my pants. He whistles. Huh? What? Nothing. Hey, what's up with those scars? Oh, right. I guess he mostly saw me from the front until now. It was an accident back when I used to drink myself stupid every night. Leaning up against something I shouldn't have, it caused some nerve damage, so I have to be careful. Can I touch it? I nod. If you want, just be gentle. I stay still as he crawls to my end of the bed. The springs creak under his weight when he reaches the edge. Claws? Sorry, I keep forgetting to trim them. He retracts them and rubs over my scars with his pads instead. They feel cold and a little rough, like a dog's nose. At least it healed. Best doctors money could buy, Father said. I wasn't supposed to be able to walk. I like the way they feel. It makes you seem more rough, or tough. Huh? I hate them. It just reminds me of every mistake that led me there. I always felt guilty, coming out every fight without any. You end up leaving them instead. His hands freeze. If you hate what I did so much, give me one. Give me one. Oh, okay. What? I gather my clothes in my arms and move away. He looks away. An eye for an eye. I don't want to keep to keep hanging over my head. I'm not going to mutilate you. Huh. Okay.
You don't think I deserve it? You think that was the first time I did that to someone in one of those endless loops?
I just... He grabs his jacket off the coat rack and fishes out his knife. My stomach jumps into my throat.
A little pain is nothing to me. I want to show you I can change. Just let me. Just let me.
His hand is shaking. What you're asking is just... Scars like mine aren't anything to be proud of. If I did that to you, it'd just be one more thing weighing on my conscience.
I'm asking you because I trust you, please. Nobody else would even...
He drops the knife and holds himself, rocking back and forth.
You got me. You got to me. You got those hooks into me. Don't you get it? This body, whatever happens with my life from here on out.
Ken, no! He grabs my hands and places them on his chest.
You own me.
No. I pull away, almost tempted to slap him out of his bout of psychosis. Is that what that says? Okay. That's not how friends treat one another.
Then.
His eyes go blank as he mutters to himself.
All right. I get it now. Sorry. You're right.
I sigh in relief.
I was looking at it the wrong way. It's about give and take, right?
In a way, yes.
Then we have to have each other's back. Each other's backs.
I own all of you?
I own all of you, and you own all of me.
Why did it have to be ownership?
Because I need to know,
I need to know
you won't leave me when things get tough. It's like Colt and Jesse. I don't have a gang like Tony. It's always been just me. I'm asking you to be my right-hand man. You're the only one who's there for me.
I'll think about it. Just don't do anything rash, okay? I sit on the bed, mentally exhausted from the confrontation. He seems satisfied with my answer, and finishes getting dressed. What the hell was I thinking? I can't cut him, no matter how many times he asks. His eyes pleaded with me, like a kid asking for an extra slice of cake after already getting one. It's hard to resist him when he's being vulnerable, but I can't just do everything he wants. We'll get to the bottom of his trauma one step at a time.
All right, let's start with this day or whatever.
You sure sound excited. He drags himself to the kitchen to grab some more cereal. This time, thankfully paired with milk. But it was funny when he just put it with water. I think that's funny. I used to dip cookies and not milk in water. Aw. I'm not gonna elaborate on that, but there was a story there. And Jesse's on the phone with somebody, talking in a low voice and occasionally glancing at Ken. Colt glares at me. What?
Nothing. I'm just glad you're still in one piece.
Good morning to you too. Jesse finishes his call and gestures for Colt to come over. They whisper to themselves for a while. Colt keeps looking over at me. Huh? Y'all got something planned?
Well, we have some business to attend to outside of town. I was just telling Colt you're probably too busy to join us.
We'd be gone all afternoon, so it's up to you.
I shrug. I don't have anything concrete planned for the day. I'll let you know.
Sorry, but this is sort of a personal matter. I don't reckon you need to be involved.
Jesse!
Oh. He crosses his arms, looking at me sternly.
I like you, boss, but you've made it clear where you stand. Me and Colt can't afford to get wrapped up in your mess. Maybe if we'd met in a different time and place, but...
Colt looks at me desperately, at a loss for words. I understand. I don't hold it against you. Honest. I just have to finish what I started. I wish things were different. Wish things were different.
We'll stay until tomorrow. Please, be careful.
I nod, trying to assure him with a big smile. It doesn't work, and the two slip away without another word. Asking me to choose. It's not fair to put me on the spot when Ken is right there. I look over to him, and he just shrugs.
Guess it's just us two.
A knock at the door interrupts my train of thought. Who the hell could that be?
Shit, is it Frank?
Ah, what a man. What a good boy. He practically jumps over the kitchenette and runs back into his room. I can look through the peephole. Hold on.
Don't let them in, no matter what.
Yeah. Maybe Colt and Jesse forgot something, or will I get invited to another strange performance under the name Julian? I tiptoe over to the door, straining to see through the tiny window. What the? Jean. Oh, okay. Wait, which one was Jean? Frank was the... Jean was the performer, right? I can't remember. Okay. Open up. You. Wait, oh, wait, no, Jean was the... Wait. Was that the friend from the thing? Damn it. I'll find out in a second. Open up, you dullard. I can hear you breathing.
Who is it?
False alarm. It's just a candygram. And damn it. Don't make me cause a scene. Ugh. Why do things have to keep getting complicated? Fine. Ken, don't freak out. Ah, yes. I remembered. It's okay. I quickly swing open the door. Jean flounces inside, still wearing the same dress as 2 nights ago. He drops a shockingly heavy duffel bag on my foot, and it takes everything for me to not kick it right back at him. Or kick him out? They kick him right back out, yes, okay. Finally! You know daylight does nothing for me. Oh, who's the tall drink of midnight over there? Absolutely not. Don't even think about it.
What the fuck is going on? Who's the broad?
This is... Jean's beady little eyes plead for me to go along with his shtick. This is a... Well, how was this even pronounced? I don't remember. Bobette? Babette? Let's go with that. This is Bobette. She's an old friend from back home. Charmed? Ken's eyes scan over this crude facsimile of a woman.
You never told me you knew such a babe.
What?
So selfish.
Boys. I can be shared. Good. I grab his arm and pull him into Colt and Jesse's vacant room, motioning for Ken to stay out before closing the door on behind me. We have some catching up to do. A moment, please.
Good. Didn't want y'all banging in front of my cereal.
Shush. Jean flops onto their bed dramatically. I swear this guy acts like there's always a camera rolling. Gosh, when did you get so forceful, Gray? Can't you tell this gal's had it rough enough lately? Explain why you're here, quickly. You mean besides making good on my promise to wring you dry until your overdue rent is paid back? I tap my foot impatiently. Fine. I'll dispense with the dramatics. My little arrangement with Officer Frank seems to have abruptly ended. He just checked out of the hotel a few minutes ago. You didn't honestly think you could keep him here that long, did you? He probably has a family. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. He was shockingly tight-lipped about his personal life. I didn't see any photos when I went through his wallet. You went through his wallet? You know he has a gun, right? Ugh, don't remind me. He was far too eager to show it off to me in bed. He mimics holding the pistol and points it at me. He's a sick puppy. Took out all the bullets and held it to my head while we... And Gene shudders, holding himself. There's something dangerous about putting that kind of person in a position of power. Let's just say that. Uh-huh. And he never found out about it? He shakes his head. I'm experienced enough to know how to keep that part concealed. But anyway, I didn't come here to recount my romp to you. So why are you here? To put it bluntly, I need somewhere to stay. His pockets didn't run as deep as I'd hoped. He pulls out a few crumpled bills just between his bosom. I have enough here to get a few meals, but not a room. And you thought I'd be feeling charitable enough to shit after the shit you pulled the other night. The fox rolls his odd-colored eyes as if I were talking about ancient history. Getting my money back is the primary goal, yes. However, I fear there's a more pressing matter at hand. That being, getting back home. Whatever that Virgil fella wants us to do, we should do it as soon as possible so this... What does this even mean? What is this word? What is this? Vaudeville? Act can end. Simone and Etienne might still be in danger. I tried calling her phone from here, but it seems that the line has been disconnected. Whether or not you realize it, that brute was after you. If anything happened to them because of your antics, I'd... He grips his arm and glares at me. Right. No, you're right. I sigh and sit next to him. I ran away and everyone's getting hurt but me. I'm sorry. Finally talking like a proper man. He pats me on the leg. I don't need his reassurance, but it's nice to have. So, did the rabbit ever tell you what it is you're supposed to be doing here? Not really. I was just given the prompt to choose one, and this is the one I chose. I point a thumb at the room. He's a handful, but I think I'm starting to get him.
Are not.
What? I see his shadow under the door. Oh, just come in already! He barges into the room, glaring at me. What?
Nothing. So, she knows.
I nod, trying to get into the routine of referring to Jean as she. She's like me, brought here against her will to play in the game.
Shit, so this is worse than we thought.
He thinks to himself, a tail swishing around wildly.
What do you think its reasoning was bringing her here? You two don't seem to like each other much.
I promise, my dislike of Gray here is purely business. When he's on time with the rent, I'm as cuddly as a babe.
Huh. Landlady. Hot.
Ken, don't. Trust me. Let him. Anyway,
if you're gonna be hiding out here with us, there's a few rules you need to follow. Rule 1, never answer the door without checking who it is first.
what about...
Rule 2, don't ask questions.
I better get used to this. Whatever. I don't ask for much. I'll keep to myself in the living room until we depart tomorrow. He hops off the bed and brushes crumbs off his wrinkly dress. Would either of you happen to own an iron?
I'm disheveled. I think there's one in my room. Wanna come check?
You're the opposite of smooth. I give Gene the death glare and he sighs. I'll remain demure. For the time being. Good. Ken, stay away from her. She's a scoundrel. Oh, you wound me, Gray.
What is this? What is this note? What is this note that I'm not gonna read? Look at this.
Oh. Okay. Weird. What? The newlyweds? Huh? Oh. Okay. Maybe. Do I know what that is? I don't know. I don't know. But okay. I'll end the part here. So I'll see you around, everyone.